Hey guys, it's Dave in Tucson. Watching the clip, I never watched the movie, but seeing it, it's kind of idealistic. Of course, it's kind of fits our culture, thinking we can fix our own issues by just being kind to one another, and where acts of kindness are important, and I think they're critical for us as believers as we reach out in the love of Christ. The acts of kindness aren't going to save culture or humanity. Only Jesus can. So I do find it to be idealistic, but we are supposed to love one another, and that's how Jesus said we fulfill the whole law, is by loving our neighbor. And so showing acts of kindness is actually showing the love of God in a real and personal way. First act of kindness I'll talk about is that this week we have our friends from Canada living with us just for short term. They came down for the blessing of the bikers that happened this last weekend. We met them 3 years ago in one of our rides. Found out they were believers and began to build a relationship with them. They come down for a couple months at a time. And we have had them in worship, and we've developed a great friendship with them. We invited them to come and stay in our house so that they could be here for the blessing of the bikers and for them to experience this event, which I really want people to be there for themselves to see what it is. Most people have heard of Blessing of the Bikes, but I want them to come to the Blessing of the Bikers. And now that we opened our home to them, they were able to come down, travel, stay with us, and before returning back to north of Toronto, Canada. And this has been a great thing that opened up a deeper part of our relationship. The next one I would say is we developed a relationship with a lot of people at Starbucks, which I've talked about in the past. And Cowboy Bill is one of the guys that came to know Christ. He got saved, and we baptized him. And he was raised a Roman Catholic, but never knew of or understood anything about a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, because the Catholic faith does not teach that. And Bill gave his life to Christ about a little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago. And he's been growing, and it's been a great thing. And he's got a long ways to go, like me and the rest of us, but it's been pretty amazing what God's been doing in his life. And during the downturn of the economy, Bill, having been raised by wealthy parents and having been wealthy most of his own life, having a business and such, sold his home to keep his business running, and now has lost his business, and he's living in the back of his horse trailer, which is it's actually a living quarters horse trailer. He has a horse and a dog, and he's a single man in his late 50s, never been married. And we offered to him to have his horse come and stay with us during this time, so that he didn't have to pay that money out to somebody else. And so Bill's left his horse here with us, and we're taking care of it now. In doing that, it's definitely opened the door to a new understanding of Christian love, and for us and for him. And it's been a blessing for us as well, as he comes out pretty much every day to see his horse, and it's been pretty cool. So just taking our relationship to a deeper level. The third thing I would say is that we had Kelly's ride is the day before our Blessing of the Bikers here in October. Rides at a Tucson Harley-Davidson dealership. And we at Full Throttle Ministries offer ourselves as road guards to assist in this ride throughout. It's about a 70-mile ride to a golf course, and it's a fundraiser for juvenile diabetes. Randy is the one who established this when his wife Kelly was killed in a car accident about 3.5 years ago. She had suffered from juvenile diabetes, and he wanted to keep her memory alive, and so he decided he would do something that would be significant for her memorial. Well, we developed a relationship with Randy at our blessing that year as we prayed over him and his loss, and he was heartsick and broken. So we've developed a relationship through the last 3 years, but it's been extended as he doesn't attend our worship service or our church, but we have a good relationship together. Well, Randy has recently become engaged to Jessica, and she was there at the ride on Saturday. We provided that service, and I prayed over the event there in the name of Jesus, which was awesome, at the Harley dealership. And then Kim and I had the privilege of praying over Randy and Jessica at the Blessing of the Bikers event that they attended this past Sunday, the day after their event. And the Spirit of God just fell down as we held them and cried together and prayed, and it was amazing. And Monday I received a text from Randy that he and Jessica were thanking Kim and I for praying over him, and what it meant to them for us to be at the event, do what we did, and then to pray for him as we did. And that together they're going to be at worship this coming Sunday. And I just thank God for that, open door that he's given to us to provide that love for them. And looking forward to great things in the future in their lives through Jesus Christ. The fourth thing was we have monsoon rains here in Tucson. When they come, we have a very short, we live in the desert obviously, we have a short rainy season, but when it comes in very big torrents. It's called monsoons. We have a little wash that runs by our property out here by the street, and when it comes through, the dirt and the debris wash into the street and blocks the road off. People drive through it, but it's a big mess, and there's a lot of bicyclists here in Tucson. There's a very large cyclist community, and so I was out on my motorcycle going out of the road, and it's difficult for me to navigate, and it just hit me that, you know, need to get this out of here. And it's not just for me. I see the motorists, motorcyclists and bicyclists use this road out here a lot, riding out to the park. And so I got a wheelbarrow and shovel, went out and started shoveling the dirt out of the street. And the bicyclists were coming by, and I was yelling to them, take this path. I'd cleared in the center because it was the easiest one to clear, and then I was clearing two on each shoulder of the road so they could come through. And in doing so, it was pretty awesome how the response was, that they were surprised I was doing it and thanking me, and we just had some open doors to us, that God kind of spoke to my heart while I was doing that and gave me another idea for an act of kindness while I was doing it. And the next one will happen this coming Saturday and Sunday, and so I'm kind of giving you a pre to it, you know. There's a ton of bikers that ride by out here, both motorcyclists and bicyclists, and it's hot here in the desert. You know, it's still going in the 90s in the daytime now. And so I'm going to talk to Kim, and we agreed it would be awesome. We're going to set a cooler out there with ice and water, bottled waters, with a sign that just says free water to cyclists, and just going to put it out there, and just have nothing else with it. Just provide it for them. And I know that when we do that, they'll end up being conversations that God provides a way for us to speak into their life. So that's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to that as well. My last one I would say is it's something that I regularly do at Starbucks. There's a usual group of contacts, and like I said, our circle has grown to about 10 people that sit with us, and in that circle, you know, we have regulars that come by every morning. I'm at Starbucks at 6 a.m. I get up 5, 4, whatever, do my thing, go up to Starbucks. Kim and I have a coffee, and we meet with these people and talk with them. And some just come in on their way to work, sit down with us for a few minutes. Some are exercising, they just come by. But everybody that comes there, the regulars, that not just the 8 or 10 that sit in our circle, but I mean people are coming in to get it on their way to work. I always say good morning to them, smile at them, and then periodically I'll buy them a coffee. I'll talk to the baristas, and I know them in there. And, you know, like I tell Matt, hey, I'm buying theirs today, and give them the cash ahead of time. And they come out and say thanks. And what it does is it opens opportunities. There's people that have come up to me that know I've never met them or talked to them yet, but they know I'm Pastor Dave, that I'm at Starbucks, and it's like this incredible thing that God does there and opens doors for us to be able to share His love with others. And so try and make a practice of acts of kindness all the time, and really what it is sharing the love of Christ, which we are called to do. So God bless you guys. Look forward to seeing your videos. Have a great day.